God is good. God is good. And all the time. So we hear from the prophet Jeremiah today how hypocritical we are. We stand in the temple of the Lord just as it's time, saying, "Oh, my Lord and my God," but in our hearts, some of us are full of deceit. We worship other strange gods, other things on this earth. We commit adultery, we steal, perjury, mention them. We burn incense to all sorts of things. Incense in the context of the things we give. So I didn't go, I'm in Accra, I just sent the money. What is the difference? The money is as good as yourself. All these things. Jeremiah says, no. God says we should change. This should not be done. And that is why sometimes as human beings, the patience of God we take for granted. And that is why the gospel reading comes in. The parable of the wheat and the Daniel. As we sit here, nobody sows. You plant. And you see what? Weeds. So even if you're a medical doctor like Dr. Van, you don't even know anything about agric. If I've planted and somebody has planted wheat, what should you do, Mr. Dochi? Uproot. So why is the man saying, no, you let them, aren't they going to fight for the food, the nutrients? Listen carefully. The wheat, the kind of wheat planted, is known as the Daniel. D-A-R-N-E-L. D-A-R-N-E-L. When you go, you can search your search engines, wheat and Daniel, and you see the visual, pictures and all that. The Daniel and wheat, when they are growing, they are what? The same. No difference. No difference. Because it's common sense. If the wheats were totally different, why can't you just uproot it? The Bible said, if you try uprooting the wheat now, what will you do? You may add the wheat, the good seed. Because when it is germinating, it is just the same. The only time you can see the difference between a Daniel and wheat is when the seed head comes out. At the time of what? Harvest. Then you will see, you will know by their what? Fruits, what they bear. You can say this is wheat, this is what? Wheat. And it is the same way in the church. We are priests. Those who are Daniels, like myself, I'm part. Those who are wheat, like myself, I am part. Among the congregation, those who are Daniels, they are there. Those who are wheat, they are there. I'm telling you, God has patience. So if God's patience is there for you, my brother and sister, myself, let us change now. That is the advantage we have over Daniel. The Daniel cannot change. But for us, we are human beings. We have the capacity, by God's grace, to change. Because you see, God will not, Father Trefo will say, there's no giddy-giddy in life. If there is no giddy-giddy in life, then in God, there is no what? Giddy-giddy. God doesn't have time. He's not going to rush. No, he doesn't need to. Let us take the opportunity. Change. I'm telling you. Because if we don't change, at the time of judgment, see, no mercy for the cripple. No mercy. Because you have been given ample what? Time. Brethren, I'm telling you, the wheat and the Daniels, they look same. And that is why we always pray for the spirit of what? Discernment. Sometimes somebody, you think that this person, she led wedding prayers. Hey, there's power. Hey, Father Kujo, there's power. You don't know. Hey, maybe a Daniel, maybe a weed. And that is why follow Jesus. In the Catholic Church, we don't even follow. We follow who? Jesus. Christ. Never ever. Because you see, sure, configuration to Christ we are all looking for. Why not? Like St. Paul will say in 1 Corinthians 11:1, imitate me as I imitate. So if somebody's life is not, note that person can be a weed. And they will come similar to those who are holy. They are there, they are praying some rosary, they are holding some communion, they are coming. Rosary, medicine, novenas. They even pray more novenas than you. Daniel, weeds. So sometimes people say, let's do this against the church. You are just following them. So you think that this one there is a Catholic. Continue. Oh, but don't worry. I'm so and so. But I have this. Oh, don't worry. Let us do this. Oh, I'm a penny, but I'm having 1A. So that you keep on having 1A. You will see. Never ever. And that's why Galatians 5:19. Can even we start from verse 16 going? I say, the works of the flesh, they are obvious. You know, they are obvious. So being they are obvious. You know what is evil. When you are plotting evil, you have to say, hey, I am wheat. Why am I becoming what? That is even dangerous anymore. You are wheat. You are going to change to wheat. I mean, where are you going to? Where am I going to? Oh, God, give us grace. For the grace I know you have given us. But please, continue giving us the grace so that we can keep the momentum and that we will discern the will of God. See through people. Follow Jesus, not men. St. Ignatius of Antioch said, I want to please God, not men. It's God I want to please. If you want to please God, then, as Jeremiah said, those things that they are, you will not do it. Sure, you will see the evil in the world, but I'm telling you, by our lives, we must overcome the weeds. We are good seed, as we heard. Good seed. You have been baptized into Jesus. You have been baptized in the name of the Trinity. You have died with Christ. You have risen with him. Let us look at the number of Easters we have had. Christmas, and we are doing this, and Paris Feast Day, and then so after all this, if we are still going to be weeds and be tied into bundles and burned, mercy, Lord. Kyrie eleison.